Okay, in today's class, we are going to discuss about biological neurons and artificial neurons. So, biological neuron, the neural system of the human body. Actually, biological neuron is the human body's neural system, which consists of three stages. First one is receptors, neural network, and effectors. So, a biological neuron has three stages. First one is receptor, second one is neural networks, and the third one is the effectors. Receptors receive the stimuli either internally or from the external world, then pass the information into the neurons in a form of electrical impulses. In our body, first here we are having some receptors which takes the input from a real time environment. Suppose if we are observing something, okay, in real world, then through our eyes, okay, through our eyes retina, the input will be received or input will be transferred to a human brain, isn't it? So this kind of works are doing by a receptors here. This is one kind of, okay, input signals which is transferred to a neural network. So what the neural network will do, it will process the inputs, then makes the proper decision of outputs. Okay, whatever we are observing, okay, some situation is going on in front of us, so through our eyes, through our ears, or with our something, we are receiving that activity, actions. Okay, that actions should be transferred through receptors to our neural networks. So what this neural network will do? It will process that, okay, situation. So based on that situation, it may take the decisions of output. Okay, in front of us some fighting is going on. So what we are going to think immediately? So better to avoid this one, and we'll choose some other route to travel. Okay, or to reach our home. That is a better decision. Okay, such kind of decisions are processed by a neural network in our biological neurons, I mean brain system, isn't it? And third one is the effectors. Effectors which would give the or translate electrical impulses from the neural network into responses to the outside environment. Whatever we want to do, I mean, action, whatever we want to do, perform an action related to that situation, it will be received by effectors. Okay, how these effectors will produce the output through some electrical impulses. Through some electrical impulses, it will generate a signals to our body. Okay, through hand or through mind or some, I mean, some legs like that, isn't it? So these are the three stages of our brain system has to take the input and to process that data and to produce the output here, isn't it? This is the biological neuron system, three parts. And coming to the next slide, so this is the diagram of a biological neuron. So this biological neuron has, this is the oral diagram. This diagram has mainly four parts. Mainly here we are going to consider about four parts. Coming to the first one is dendrite. What it is? Dendrite or dendrites. So the dendrites will take the signal, input signal from the what external environment, okay, which is responsible for receiving the information from other neurons or from some eyes or ears like that, isn't it? So this is the work of a dendrites. Coming to the next part of our biological neuron is cell body or soma. Okay, cell body or soma. This cell body or soma is it is a just processing unit or processing of information, whatever the information, uh, whichever needed some processing, that can be done in either cell body or in soma. This is like processing unit. Second one, okay, so dendrite like receptors, and second one, cell body. Cell body or soma is a some processing unit here. And coming to the third one, third part of biological neuron is axon. Axon, axon. So it is just like a cable. It acts and it sends some in output. Actually, this will be worked as a output, which sends some electrical. I mean, it some electrical impulses to the other parts of the body. Okay, it will produce the output. Dendrites work as the input, and axon acts as a output. And cell body or soma is a processing unit here. And what about synopsis? Synopsis. This synopsis is either weightage of this signals, or otherwise it's a link connection between, so um, axon and other neuron dendroids. Axon, and suppose if you have some other neuron dendroids, so it is a link or a connection between those two, axon and other neuron dendroids. These are the four parts and working of a biological neuron here. Clear? And now we are going to in next slide. What is artificial neuron here? A artificial neuron is a connection point. What it is? It is just a connection point in artificial neural network. Okay, right. Artificial neural network is like human body's biological neural network. It has a layered architecture, and each network node has the capability to process input and forward output to other nodes in the network. In yesterday's class, we have discussed about layers of a artificial neuron. In that, we have discussed about three layers: input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. So, how this biological neuron system has, okay, three parts. In the same manner, here also we are having three layer architectures. So, what is the input layer work? It will take the input from external environment, and it will process that same signal to the hidden layers. The hidden layer would process that input signals which are received by a input layer, and accordingly after completion of its job, it will produce the output to a, I mean, it will transfer the output to a output layers. From the output layers, we are going to get the output, I mean, it will give the decisions based on the situations or processing, isn't it? The same layers, the same three layers are I mean, how just now we have discussed in biological neuron layers. Now the same layers will be replicated in artificial neural network itself, right? These are also process the input, and it will produce the output through some network or through some nodes, isn't it? This is about artificial neuron. And also coming to the third point, artificial neurons are modeled after the hierarchical arrangement of neurons. So whatever the biological biological sensor system is there in our human brain, okay, based on that, okay, by following that structure, here the artificial neurons are developed in a hierarchical fashion, right? This is about artificial neurons. In next slide, this is the diagram of a, I mean, diagram for artificial neuron. Okay, this artificial neuron receives the information from the external world in the form of patterns and images. So it will take the input, I mean, it will accept the inputs from the external world in the form of either patterns or images here. And these inputs are mathematically designated by the notations of X. See here, these inputs are taken from are represented as x1, x2, x3, and so on, xn. Okay, n number of inputs are going to apply to the function here, right? And here each input each input is multiplied by some corresponding weights. Here we are having x1 has w1 weight, x2 has w2, x3 has w3, and so on up to wm. These are the corresponding weights which are used for, okay, some multiplication purpose, and based on the function we are going to use this particular weights of this weights, isn't it? So these weights are used to solve any kind of problem, okay, in neural network system, isn't it? And here we are using some functions. Um the summation function here we are using. This summation function is calculated like x1 into w1 plus x2 into w2 plus x3 into w3, and so on. Okay, finally we'll get the output. The output will be calculated by using some activation function here. Okay, after calculation of this output, then it will be transferred to a output function. So in such a manner this artificial neural network will be worked. So same here we are providing some inputs, that inputs in the form of x1, x2, x3, and so on. These inputs may have some weights for the calculation purpose or some prediction purposes. So based on these weights only, we are going to perform some functions in activation function unit, and we are going to make some decisions at this place. Finally, after making some decisions, I mean, after I mean some multiple assumptions, it will conclude one decision, and that decision will be forwarded to a output unit. Okay, this is the working of our artificial neural network, I mean artificial neuron here. Next we are going to this slide we are going to discuss about the major differences of artificial neural network and also biological neural network here. Coming to the first okay, here literally we have 8 differences, major differences. Coming to the first one, training algorithm. So in artificial intelligence, which kind of training algorithms are used? I mean artificial neural networks. And also in biological neural networks, which kind of training algorithms are used? Now we are going to discuss. So in artificial neural network, we are going to use some descent gradient descent algorithms. So what is the purpose of this gradient descent algorithms is these can take the input as repeated steps of input, and it would calculate it in opposite direction from a particular point, isn't it? Here we are going to use one kind of algorithms, one kind of learning algorithms in ANN. So those algorithms name is gradient descent. So this gradient descent would perform the tasks repeatedly in opposite direction, isn't it? So these are the training algorithms used in ANN. But in our BNN, which means biological neural network, our brain doesn't follow any kind of particular method or some algorithms. It may be different for one human being to another human being. It's not there is if two people are observing one situation means, okay, they may come to different conclusions. I mean, it is different for person to person. Here we are not going to tell this kind of things are running in our brain like that. But the situation is same. One fighting situation is going on in front of us means, okay, we have one kind of conclusion and some other person B has another kind of conclusion. Okay, we are not giving the same kind of outputs to that same situation, isn't it? So here we don't have any kind of algorithms. Okay, so that is about training algorithms. Coming to the next point, processing speed. This processing speed is very fast in artificial neural networks. How the computer is working? The computer is working, I mean, very fast than human brains. Okay, human brains. So in the same manner, the processing speed of ANN are very fast compared to normal biological neurons. Okay, and coming to the third point, topology. ANNs have the tree structured topologies. Which kind of topologies have ANNs? Here, ANN follow hierarchical manner topologies or tree structured topologies are implemented or developed in ANN. But coming to a biological neural network, it has some complicated topologies. Okay, we don't know the exact connections, the exact structure of our brain, isn't it? Clear. And coming to the uh, next one, fourth one is power consumption. Power consumption means ANN need more power. If our machines need to work means mandatorily we are in need of more power. Power consumption is more in ANN compared to BNN, isn't it? Our biological neural system needs very little power, okay, than ANN here. Clear. Next, coming to the fifth point, fifth difference is uh, training time. So the training time means for every ANN needs some training time, but our brain system no need of any time for starting of thinking or for stopping of thinking about something, isn't it? If we are thinking on some situation means automatically it will be started, automatically it will be stops, isn't it? There is no time limit to our brain system, but artificial intelligence needs some training time, isn't it? I mean, to assess some situation, to predict that, to evaluate that, and based on that only it will produce the output, isn't it? Like so that's why it's need the ANN needs training time, but no need of our BNN. Clear. And coming to the next point, field application. The field of application, right? Field of application in the sense here your ANNs are very specialized, where you are going to apply this one. Nowadays in every game you are going to use some intelligence. We can play even chess, isn't it? Online chess, we are going to play online chess. Not only online chess, multiple I mean, the best example for field of application is online chess. If we are playing online chess, it may take I mean different steps, isn't it, based on that what thinking power, because of intelligence of that particular mission, isn't it? But coming to our BNN, it can learn completely new tasks every day, every minute. Okay, it's completely needs some. I mean, it's completely learn new tasks, isn't it? And next, we're going. The next difference is signal transport and processing. Uh, the human brain works asynchronously, but the processing of signal, it I mean our ANN will be worked synchronously. Okay, whatever the signal is receiving and processing that signal, it will follow some it will be going through a synchronized manner, but not our human, I mean BNN, right? Next, parameter count. So parameter count in the sense, here in our humans may have some billions and trillions of neurons and also some adjustable parameters. It's not only few neurons, some millions of neurons only used in our ANN system, right? These are the some of the major differences of biological and artificial neurons, right? And also next slide also we are going to see these are the just general differences between computer and a human being. These are the general differences. In previous slide we have learned some technical differences. In general differences, as you know that this human brain have some biological neurons or nerve cells, and in computer we are having some silicon transistors. Okay, here we are having biological neurons or nerve cells in human brain, but in computer brain here we are having some silicon transistors. And also under the human brain, 200 billion neurons or 32 trillion interconnections are available in our brain. But in coming to the computer, 1 billion bytes of RAM it needs and a trillion bytes on disk, right? And also the neuron size of our brain system is 10 to 6 meters, and here we are going to single transistor size is 10 to 9 meters, and energy consumption is 6 to 10 joules, which means the joules in the sense it's just a measure of power. Okay, it's 6 to 10 joules, and it is about 10 to 16 joules per operation per second here. And last one is learning capability is more, and for computer we are having some programming capability is more than the human brain. So these are just general differences of human brain and computer. Okay, and just this is a diagrammatical difference between EANN and BNN. Already we have discussed about BNN diagram and also ANN diagram. Just for showing the differences, I have made this slide. Okay.